Yo. Alright. Checking audio. Alright, audio is good. Now I gotta share this to my Facebook. Welcome to my Sunday stream. Working on my survival project. Feel free to talk to me while I'm streaming. I like talking to people while I'm working on my survival building in Minecraft. Period. Now I gotta see if the chat works on the screen so I can actually see it. Because there's usually a glitch where... Alright, good. Welcome, welcome. Sorry about the darkness. It's just I had to make the... One second. I'm gonna do something to make sure there's like music in the background. Go to audio. Just must not have the music too loud. Alright, now let's make the proper introductions. Red Sea Gaming, welcome to the stream. This is Red Sea Gaming speaking, or Red Sea for short. And this is the new stuff. I just hope that my internet holds out. And also the power stays on because it's windy outside. Just starting the stream by just collecting materials. Like, as you can see, this is actually the foundation of what will be the storage building on the other side of the huge bridge I'm still working on. As you can see how big it is. The bigger you build in Minecraft, the more you have to build infrastructure. It is a good Sunday morning. It's very good out. Just 1 second. I'm going to decide to open my window a bit. Get some light in here. Alright, we got this. Oh yeah, I have to go get some wood. as you can see, the bridge itself actually is linked with both anchor blocks. But I gotta finish the anchor block. Just putting the materials in here away so I can just focus on the building. It'll take a little bit because it's probably at like 9:30, probably. I don't know. Actually, it's 10:15. Let me just make sure everything lines up. We got this. Gotta make sure it lines up exactly. Raw material. It's really hard for me to talk when there's nobody here. Not yet, anyway. Alright. Just waiting patiently for some of my loyal viewers to show up. Very good. I'll just keep working. It's a huge construction project. Feel free to ask questions. Just keeps going and going. Hello, Goatsy. How you doing? I'm finally through with my seasonal job. I can finally do streams without feeling like I want to keel over dead from exhaustion. 1 second, I gotta make it daylight for you guys. Just when you're building 100% survival, you gotta have the beds close by. I'm doing great. I'm still waiting for my PlayStation 5 to arrive in the mail. Man, I'm hoping it arrives tomorrow. Okay. Let me see. Is this good? This is a huge project. What do you think? This is the foundations of what will be the largest storage house on the other side. When you're building a bridge that big over there, it might not look like much now, but I'm still working on it. Yeah, I'm hoping this PS5 arrives on time arrives tomorrow or maybe Tuesday. I'm just very happy that I managed to get a pre-order on October 2nd. Yeah, it is big. It's so huge, in fact, that it's actually used up a lot of my oak log reserves. Alright, and the rest of you, what do you guys think? I'm still working on it because I have to work on the actual bridge. The bridge's purpose is simple. Provide an easy route to the desert over here, less than 700 blocks away from my base. Without this, I wouldn't be able to get the sand and glass in the proper quantities I need. When you're building big, you need more than just a handful. Alright, I have to go get some more stone brick. I still have not built the tramway across the bridge yet. So, it's the long walk. Been working very hard on this entire bridge, and I'm happy that I don't have... I might as well grab the materials I've collected while building the bridge. You notice I've actually leveled an entire hillside. For the last stream, there wasn't that much there. I've actually leveled an entire hillside to make sure there was room for the actual anchor block. And it only took 2.5 hours to take out the entire hillside. I was watching Shawshank Redemption while I was doing that. I need something to watch while I'm doing something repetitive. And it was like 4 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't sleep. Yeah, I still have to work on this. Just showing the other underbelly of the bridge. I'll be streaming like this for the next maybe 3 or 4 hours. Really depends. Also, I've been hearing that the PS5 has been getting really, really good reviews from lots of people. One of the dumbest complaints I keep hearing is how big the console is. So I'm like, to me, I don't really care as long as it works, right? Alright, welcome back, Jacob. I'm still waiting for it. Oh, also, I got Demon's Souls on PS5 right over there. Like, I bought the physical copy. It came before the console itself, so I'm just staring at the box, and I'm like this. Come on, I want my console. Like, you guys want to see it? I can bring it over here, but it's over there. Like, less than a foot away, but I can't reach it. I mean, less than 2 feet, probably. Maybe I should just focus on finishing the underbelly of the bridge so I can actually start working on the supports for the bridge. I think I'll do that for today's stream. Don't worry, I'll put it back. It's just I need a way through. Yeah. I wanted to show the underbelly of what's here. Don't worry, I'll put it back. I know where everything goes, so I can put it all back. Okay, I need to come up with some wood for the oak stairs and cobblestone for the cobblestone stairs, and the underbelly should be finished. I can get rid of the. Of course, maybe. Do you think I should do that in anticipation of waiting for? I'm actually pretty good at the game, and I actually managed to get through half the game without leveling up once. The secret is simple: get to 99 humanity, then kill Havel, get the Havel ring, which will give you a 50 extra pounds of carrying capacity, and then, I'm just gonna place the coal here because I don't want to take the time to put it away right now. And voila. Alright, Jacob, you have a good day. So, Goatsy, how you been doing? How's November been for you? And it's when I start my streams in the morning, Goatsy, I just don't know what to say, because when there's nobody to talk to, you feel like you're talking to yourself, and that's nuts. like, just until you get people to come and talk to you. Yeah, make as many stairs as possible. Now, it looks like I'm going to have to sacrifice all these oak logs, which I don't like doing, but I have no choice. Oh. Was it for fun? Or I can understand if it was for fun. Alright, now we're going to go and do, I'm going to work on the underbelly of the bridge. I'm just going to say that I've been taking a break from the build because I was so focused on my job. My job at the haunt is now finished. I just got the final paycheck yesterday morning. And of course it has to come right when the banks are closed, so I won't be able to deposit it till Monday. Oh, ouch. I actually slipped on monkey bars and fell on the top monkey bar full weight right here. I was 12 years old. That was 16 years ago, and I was on the ground for like 20 minutes trying to breathe. Mom and Dad were telling me I was lucky I did not break a rib. Yep, that was the last time I went on the monkey bars. Like, I hate pain. Okay. Yeah. You get hurt and you're like, oh. What's good about it? I know exactly how to fix my build, so breaking it so I can just get a shortcut into the construction site is pretty good. Who knows? Probably I'm going to take down this entire dirt platform as soon as I'm done with the underbelly. I don't need it here anymore. Once the underbelly details are finished. Just to make it seem like progress is being made, so every stack I go back and I make sure I do it on the other side as well. Hopefully I'll make this my last great construction project on the PS4 before moving on to the PS5. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that. Probably it'll be out on the PS5. I'm just hoping they actually release a PS5 version of Minecraft soon. Because I've actually heard that you cannot record or stream PS4 games on PS5. That's just the rumor. I'm going to have to test it when I get the console. And honestly, I'm not even sure if my internet can actually handle 4K or 1080p. So, who knows? Probably I'll have to limit my streaming capacity once I switch to PS5. Or just stream exclusively on PS4 only. Because 360p is the limit in which I can stream. Until I get a better internet service. My dad, your dad, actually, I'm gonna share my PS5 with my mom and sister. They want to play Kingdom Hearts 3. They're still playing PS3 games. Alright, I gotta go get some extra cobblestone. This is gonna slow me down. Like, I've had this PS4 since 2015. It served me well. I've never actually bothered to get the PS4 Pro. I didn't see a reason to get one. But at least the PS5 is the will have the power of the PS4 Pro. See, I'm actually walking toward the opening so I can go get some cobble. Any other subjects you want to talk about, Goatsy? You're always a good person to talk to. Yeah, I have space. Like, I have a PS3 right over there. I got a GameCube in the closet. Whenever I want to feel nostalgic, I'll actually break out Resident Evil Remake on the GameCube and play that. And I still have my original copy. The original copy of Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation. My grandfather left it to me before his death. That was years ago. He was chief of police in Muskegon, Michigan for 20 years. I'm very proud of him. They said he was healthy as a horse, and then he goes and he... Very cool, very cool. Right now I'm working on the underbelly details of the bridge. The big bridge. Goatsy, unlike some other survival builders, they usually go for the small... they go for the small builds. They have all the time in the world to make big builds. They just choose not to. It's fine. Choice is important in a video game. There's plenty of light in here, so I don't need to go to sleep. Nice, very nice. I'm just gonna say that I have a PlayStation 1, 3 PS2s, 2 PS3s. My mom and sister each respectively have their own PS3, so there's 4 PS3s in the house. One of the PS3's disk drives doesn't work anymore, but still has a lot of digital games on it. And it's the model from a 2011 160 gigabyte model. I use my 500 gigabyte model for most of my other games. Oh, after this, I'm gonna go get some iron. And then I have to put the lanterns. There's gonna be a lantern right here, every 2 blocks, and it'll look nice from underneath the bridge. Like, I don't make the most detailed structures. Yeah, I don't scream. Like, I don't understand those types of people. Like, I watch people do streams and I don't know why they're screaming. To me, I just see it as part of the game. Like, if you die, it's your own fault. You shouldn't scream about it. I'm also looking forward to doing an unboxing when it finally arrives. hopefully that'll make my channel a little bigger. Like, that's another reason why I'm getting a PS5 so early in its life cycle, because, you know, it's ripe for, it's ripe for, you know, making your channel bigger by just having a video about it. I don't expect the video to do that well, just well enough that it gives my channel more exposure. I have to figure out how to make my channel bigger, otherwise this channel has no future. Yeah, I know. It takes a long time to find an audience. You shouldn't give up. It took me 3 years to get to 317 subscribers, and it'll keep growing. And hopefully my Demon Souls videos will actually do very well, because it's a brand new game. Like, I still have my copy of Demon Souls on the PS3. I wanted to support Demon Souls on PS5, hoping that Sony actually makes a sequel to it if the PS5 version actually sells well enough. And I think Sony knew exactly my weak point when it came to deciding a console. At first I was thinking maybe I'll wait 2 years to get the PS5. There's probably nothing that I'm interested in. Then I see Demon Souls at that presentation, and I'm like this. Okay, I'm sold. Alright, Demon Souls. I have the game on my desk. You want to see the box? Like, right now, I'm like $74 for the game. That's plus tax. 6 cents to the dollar in Michigan. Alright, wait 1 second. Let me grab it. Yeah. And another game I'm hoping they actually remake for the PS5 will be Red Dead Redemption. I want the first game remade. What do you think? PS5 version, PS3 version. And what's great about it, the PS3 version I have in my hand still has the original manual inside, with at least 40 pages. And I'm like really happy I own it. I bought it in 2012. I didn't get my PS3 until 2011. Yep, of course. Like, I'm just very thankful I own it. I'm not selling my copy of Demon Souls no matter what. Like, they shut down the servers for the PS3 version, I think in 2018. So a lot of people who were the big multiplayer fans were saying Demon Souls was dead. I never actually played the game in multiplayer during its heyday. I was more of a single player guy. I beat every single boss in that game by myself. No help. No help. I had no choice but to do it because my internet, my internet was not designed for multiplayer. It was designed for surfing the web, occasionally going on YouTube, but that's about it. Until 2017 when I finally got the good internet. Yep. And if you have trouble with the game, I'm somebody who loves giving tips on how to succeed in the game. Like I keep telling people this. It's a challenging game, yes. I agree. It's challenging. But I'm like this also. It's also an RPG. As in, if you're having trouble with an area, go find an area that is reasonably easy and just kill the enemies over and over until you get the experience points you need. Easy as pie. Level up, and then that area that used to give you trouble hours earlier now is easier. Some people are like, but it's a hard game. I don't want to grind. I don't want to level up. That's boring. I'm like, and that's why you're having such a hard time with the game. You agree with that? Like, I realized this. Without Demon Souls, I wouldn't be working on this build right now. Because Demon Souls actually taught me a valuable lesson. Greatness comes slowly. Being patient is king to success. Like, without Demon Souls, I would not be working on this big build right now. Because I didn't develop a sense of patience until I played Demon Souls and Dark Souls. So, I'm blaming Demon Souls for my love of building everything slowly. Yep, Bloodborne. I have beaten every single boss in that game. I've gotten the platinum to the game as well. I braved the Chalice dungeons by myself because I didn't have the internet at the time. So I got the platinum to Bloodborne, and I don't feel any regret all the hours I placed into it. My character was level 380 when I finally got the platinum, and it was hours of grinding. I was hoping to do a Halloween stream of Bloodborne, but I was like under the impression that I was working that Saturday. So I don't know if it'll be the right time to do a Bloodborne stream, even though it's November. And I can show you my best and my favorite way of playing Bloodborne is starting with the weakest class available. The one known as Waste of Skin. Like, it says Waste of Skin. So I read the caption. It says, "You are a disgrace. You should never have been born." And I was like this. Ooh, that means he's an underdog class. So he's an underdog class and starts at level 4. He's the weakest class in the game. So I start at that class, and I'm like this. I'm gonna play as the weakest character and prove the game wrong. What do you think? That a good way of seeing it? Sometimes you choose to play as the weakest because you want to see that the weakest character succeed. In regards to Minecraft, to make this game as hard as possible for me, I chose to build 100% in survival, no create mode, no easy exit. Just keep working on it until it's finished. It's sort of what I do in Demon Souls. If I have a problem with it, I'm gonna go somewhere kill a bunch of enemies, go level up a little bit, and try again. And basically Minecraft, it's different. It's more like this. Since I have no monsters to face, the only challenge is having the patience to build everything. It's slow the way I'm building, but that's the challenge. There's a challenge because I'm building big structures. Like, as long as there's a challenge, I'll keep working on this. If I had no challenge, Goatsy, I would have quit a long time ago. I'm like, as long as there is a challenge in building, I'll keep building it. If it was too easy, I would also give up. Because no challenge means, no excitement, so to speak. That makes sense? I have to actually be happy with what I'm working on as well. Like, some people in the past have been telling me I should make it easier on myself, but that's the point. That's the point. If I made it too easy on myself, then there'd be no challenge, and I would lose one of my drive forces toward finishing. When I was building my second server, I put 22 months into that server. My friends would come on my server and look at the daunting challenge of my build and say, "You'll never achieve anything big on this server." And to me, being told that, I felt like an underdog, and it made me want to continue, just to prove them wrong. And when people come on this server, they're like this. This must have taken 2 years, or maybe 2 years or something. But when I tell them it's 11 months, they're like, wow. Oh, if there's a PS5 version of Minecraft coming, I might start over from scratch. Because PS5 means better draw distance, better draw distance is basically my way of saying better render distance. I'm able to see the builds from further and further away. And also, the important thing is less loading times, which means I'll be able to build bigger stuff that the console can handle. Bigger than ever before. Right now, I'm actually working against my console's limitations. The console, I realize this, that the bigger and more complex my build is, the slower it is to load. Eventually, I'll build my build so huge that one day the console will say your pile is too complex to load, or something like that. So basically, this server is actually a ticking. Is on a. I'm just pushing it and see how long it takes before the file finally says you can't load it anymore. What do you think? Like, hopefully I'll be able to save it by moving it over to the PS5. Because some of my friends have been experiencing lagging issues when they come on the server. Like, for example, they'll come on the server, and the server literally lags in front of them because of how complex the build is. And I haven't even built that far from my base yet. This is, I mean, the bridge right here is as far as I've been building. I don't build. I like staying as close to the spawn point for new players as possible. That way it sort of grows. See ya, Goatsy. I'm just gonna continue working. If you come, if you're free in another hour, if I'm still here, do you mind talking to me a little bit more? It's fine. You have a good day. If you don't, come and go as you please, because that's the way I do it. Have a good day. How close am I to the other side? Still pretty far away. It might all look the same, but once I put in the wood, it'll look nice. I could have made the bridge a little wider, but I need to keep it economical. That's the one thing about building survival. You gotta think economically if you want to build big. Oh yeah. I have to give it an illusion that it's actually holding up the structure. Just building a big bridge, I'm building its underbelly. The construction platform is only here till I'm finished, and then I'm going to start removing it. Yeah, I gotta get my crafting box a little closer. Building this bridge is a logistical nightmare. Trying to transport resources back and forth. Sadly, these people don't understand that big builds take weeks to finish. I would have had this this bridge finished finished in a week, but the problem was I had a job. It was either I had responsibilities. Once I'm done with the underbelly, I'm going to start removing the dirt platform. Yep. Thank you. Oh, but New Kingdom of Prussia, how are you doing today? What do you think of the huge bridge? This is just the underbelly. I had to build this dirt platform. This dirt platform is above the ocean. It's above the ocean, and once I'm done with the underbelly, as in I'm putting in the steps to make it look like it's holding the weight of the bridge, And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna take out the dirt platform and start building the next platform that's underneath it, so I can work on the important thing, which is the pillars. I don't want my bridge to look like it's floating in midair. It has to the rule of my server is I build 100% in survival, but I also had to make it look real. I build with physics. I'm like, no floating buildings allowed. And due to the length of this bridge, I need to find more wood. So it's going to take a while. My bridges are detailed. I have to go get more wood soon. I'm almost out. I got all this. This dirt platform will be removed as soon as I'm done with the detailing of the underside of the bridge. Okay. I have to go get some more. Yep. Actually, I have a tree farm. I always replant every time I chop it down. So, less likely to run out of wood. Very less likely. I have a plan for this area. I'm going to make it look nice once it's finished because, construction site and all. But as you can see, I have to go get some oak logs anyway. I gotta replenish the stocks. Like, everything I build on the server has a purpose. So, for example, this bridge, its main job is to provide a logistical route to the desert so I can get sandstone and glass. And also cactus for green dye. So what do you think? My attempt to build a bridge, I decided not to build it with stone brick. I wanted to have the only thing I am using stone brick for is right here. It's I wanted to use oak logs and cobblestone for most of it. It looks nice. I'm heading toward my storage buildings on the other side. I have lots of oak logs in reserve. Like, before I started this stream, I had to actually prepare, so I'm actually good on oak logs for a long time. When I stream for this, it's 100% survival, so it's all about taking the time to collect the resources so I'm prepared for the stream so I don't run out. The anchor blocks for the bridge, these big anchor blocks, this anchor block right here took 6 hours to build. Now I'm heading right into my workshop district, which is where I get most of my resources from. Without the workshop district, my huge structures couldn't be built. this is 11 month. This is 11 months of work. As of this month, I started this server in December 27th of 2019, and it's evolved over the last 11 months. Like, first things first, I have to build an economy before I can even start building. Right now I'm heading toward my storage house. Oh, you want to see the first bridge I built? It's over here. And it's complete. And I'm very proud of it. I needed to build something bigger to top. The second bridge is going to be bigger. I wanted to top it, so here it is. See, the underbelly, the details are there. And one of my friends walked here with ice shoes on, so I'm able to show you. This took 2 weeks to build, this bridge. 2 weeks. And the bridge is almost 270 blocks long. Maybe at some point, Goatsy, maybe at some point. But right now, my internet cannot handle people in multiplayer on my server and the stream at the same time. I've had that problem in the past. I actually tested it. I had 8 people on this server once. On one of my servers once. The entire stream crashed, and I lost 3 hours of stream. It was even corrupted on YouTube, so I had to delete it. Alright, now I have enough wood to get back to work. And by the way, welcome back, Goatsy. Yeah, it's more like what when I do stream, Goatsy, it's not that I want to be mean to people and say you can't come on. There's actually a reason why I don't let people on here. I have to do what my internet can bear. Otherwise my streams collapse. That makes sense? I have to think about what my internet can handle versus what I can do with the internet. Alright? I don't like being mean. I don't like telling people bad news, but sometimes you have to be honest and just say, I'm sorry, you can't. Not when I'm streaming. I'm sorry. My internet is strong enough to allow only one player on the server while I'm streaming, but sadly, if one comes on, automatically some others can join. One of my streams was actually ruined because multiple people joined my friend after he came on, and they kept clogging the entire screen with all these all this chat, like give me privs, and I was streaming and I'm like this. I had no choice but to stop the stream for that day. So it's sort of to keep quality control as well. Of course it's invite only. My world is always invite only. I had to change it to that because anybody can join. Like, I'm okay with people joining my world, but it does get a little annoying when they keep begging me for privileges. Like, I understand some people want to go off somewhere and start building, but of course, I'm like, there's only one project on this. It always revolves around my survival builds. I mean, only if I give them permission will they be allowed to build anything. And also, to make sure that they earn their success like I do, they have to find their own resources. It's sort of a way, because I worked for my resources, it's only fair that they work for their resources too. But of course, occasionally I do give them a free diamond pickaxe, or an axe, or a shovel if they request one. But that's about it. It's sort of, I mean, because I had one player take me for a ride and actually said, "Can you give me this? Can you give me that?" And as soon as I gave him everything he wanted, he left the server and never came back with all those resources on him. What do you think of that? Like, I was trying to be nice. I gave him all the resources he requested, and as soon as I gave it to him, he left. I'm less likely to give people free resources on this server. Because I work really hard for my resources. Once I find them, I secure them. Might not look like much, but once I'm done, I'm going to take out the dirt platform, and it's going to look amazing. And then the finishing touches of the bridge will be putting in the pillars. I would have had this bridge done by October 28th if I didn't have a job didn't have a night job that last month. So I'm sort of trying to finish this while I'm waiting for my PS5 to arrive, which might be tomorrow or on Tuesday, or maybe Wednesday or Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. I'm just hoping it doesn't come in January. Wait patiently, hope and pray it arrives. I have the conduit below so I can actually see in the dark. I don't need torches. I need more cobblestone. Also, the first thing I'm going to do with the PS5 when I do get it is figure out what are the limits of it. I wouldn't mind, I don't do command blocks on my server, but I'm okay with doing it on other people's servers. Nice. I'm not exactly a PvP person. It's sort of, I'm more of a, I'm like player versus enemy type of guy. Just an online multiplayer I usually keep to myself on GTA. But when I do find the occasional poor player, I'll actually help him make money in the game. Like GTA Online, I'll actually, as soon as I find someone who's dirt poor in the game, I'll actually say, "Do you need help making money?" Do exactly what I say, and I will help you legitimately make money in the game. Nice. Like, I'm not exact. I mean, I'm willing. I mean, finding out that some games I did not buy or even care to look and see if they were good last generation, like No Man's Sky is coming to the PS5 with a PS5 version, and I hear that it's actually gotten better since its first release. So I might actually give that a try. No Man's Sky. Also, I've never played a Devil May Cry game, so I might as well get that definitive edition that just come out for the PS5 a try. Also, as soon as I deposit my check in the account, I just have to wait for the PS5 to arrive, and then once I get that, me and Dad are going to Best Buy, and I'm going to, for the first time, actually buy a 4K TV for myself. I'm still at 1080p here, and my phone can't even do 4K. Because I'm just curious, and I want to see the PS5 at its best. So, if I can, I'll try to get as high. I'm gonna try and get a 4K 60 Hz TV so I can achieve 60 FPS. I'm not exactly a 60 FPS type of guy. I prefer 30 FPS, but I'm like I might as well see what people have been talking about. I've never played video games in 4K before, so it'll actually be a new experience for me. And here's the thing, I'm excited that there's backwards compatibility. If I want to play Bloodborne on PS5, I can. Hopefully they actually release a patch for Bloodborne so it achieves that 60 FPS people have been saying about. To me, it's just frames. And when there's a drought of PS5 games, people will be able to play their PS4 games while they're waiting for for more PS5 games to come out. Like, I'm excited about that game. I'm trying to remember the name of it. She's on this planet. Every time she dies, she reawakens in a more randomized world. What is it called? I'm trying to remember. She's in this cycle, and every time she dies, she has to start all over from the beginning. Just don't remember what it's called. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I am gonna get it. I really hate it. My mind fails me sometimes. Like, there's Deathloop. That looks interesting. Also, Resident Evil Village. Oh, I'm excited about that. And finding out they canceled the PS4 version and the Xbox One version so they could focus on next generation. And, like, to me, that's a good thing. That way, the game will actually achieve the next generation quality we want. Once I get these cobblestone here, I'll be able to put the staircases in without mistakes. Also, I'm going to try and buy every single launch title for the PS5, including Destruction All-Stars. Oh yeah, I think that was pushed back a bit, but no. Alright, Spider-Man Miles Morales. I actually skipped the original PS4 release of Spider-Man, so I'll probably get the Ultimate Edition so I can get my hands on the remastered version of the PS4 Spider-Man. But I gotta wait until I buy the TV so I know I have, and assess how much money I have in my account before I do that. What else? Oh yes. If I get my PS4 this month, I'll be able to get that. I'm just curious. That Bugsnax game, it looks okay, but might as well give it a try. If it has some humor, I might as well try it out. And I'm skipping Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Hey, you can always listen to me while you play Minecraft. That's what I do when I play, I listen to YouTube videos while I build in Minecraft. Like, when I'm not streaming, I actually listen to YouTube videos. But it's okay. It's like, at least I'm not the type of YouTuber that actually yells at people when they're about to leave the stream. Like, I've actually seen those types of people. I'm like, oh, I understand. I always have my phone attached to a charge cord when I'm... I always have my phone attached to a charge cord while I'm talking to people on... while I'm streaming. Like, my phone is right there so I can actually see the quality of my stream. I gotta make sure I see what the audience is seeing to keep the quality up. Yeah, gotta put some of those, because I noticed some wolves have actually killed some sheep and actually dropped the cotton. I might need to make more beds soon. Back to work. I'm just very, very happy that I have the time now to work on my builds without interruptions. As soon as I'm done with the Underbelly, it's the dismantlement of the entire dirt. I gotta dismantle the entire dirt platform I've been using for the construction. And make sure I collect all the dirt, because I still need the dirt for another dirt platform that'll be at least one block above the water. Because that's how I'm going to be building my pillars. And this is the same process I used with the other bridge. Except I'm doing it on a much bigger scale. This bridge is going to be 3 times bigger than the other bridge. I'm going to add more color by removing some of the cobblestone and replacing it with oak logs. And make sure the quality is there, because too much gray. That was a complaint I heard a lot on my second server. I never forget a complaint, and I apply it to my next world. Just I can fall into I have to be consistent with my builds. almost done with the underbelly, then I can start taking out this entire dirt platform. The dirt platform is less than 6 blocks from the ocean. I mean, above the ocean, or we're actually above land because a quarter of the bridge is actually above. Is at least 6 blocks above the land. So because I needed the bridge to come to a hill in order to make it look nice. Okay. The cobblestone is placed. Now I need to start putting in the last. Rapidly, I am running short of cobblestone again. Just for now. Before I actually take out the dirt platform, I'm gonna figure out exactly what I can do to make this look nicer. Another reason why I love building big in Minecraft is because I also want to test my patience. I always want to test myself, as well as I want to walk up to something big. And instead of relying on other servers to build something big, I decided to start building my own. The bigger it is, the happier I am, because I feel that sense of pride when I do build this big. And there's nothing wrong with being prideful of something that you put the time into to build. It's reached the other side of the bridge. Actually, let me just figure out how high the dirt platform is. We're at 72 blocks. Actually, 6. Actually, it's 8 blocks. Alright. The dirt platform is 8 blocks above where I'm standing. So that means it's going to be fun trying to figure out how to make the pillars look nice when you have that much space. It's going to be time consuming to take out that dirt platform when it's time. I would have streamed last week, but that was when I was done with my job for the season and I couldn't sleep, so I had to cancel it. But I'm at least streaming today, making sure there's a Sunday stream. Maybe next week I'll actually start streaming Demon Souls if I hopefully do somewhere in the area of 576p, which I'll be happy about because my internet cannot handle 720p. But I think I will be able to upload 4K video, which I'm excited about. I have to do, I have to upload what my internet can bear. I figured out. And of course, I'm actually going to demonstrate how easy the game is by actually picking the class that is deemed to be the easiest class in the game. As an example, the royalty class. It starts you at level 1, but your main power is your soul arrow and you start with a piercing weapon, and I play other classes. I switch from royalty's main weapon, which is the piercing sword, and actually switch it over to a weapon that's a slash. Game in under 12 hours with the royalty class. I'm using up all the cobblestone in the area. After this, I'm going to go get as much iron as I can, make the lanterns. The sooner I'm done with this project, the sooner I can start work on the supply buildings that are still foundations on either side of the bridge. It's a when you build in survival like this, it's a never-ending to-do list. When you build, some people in the past, when my channel was really young, were actually telling me to scale down my builds so I could finish them faster. That eliminated the main reason for the channel if I did do that. It's to show how much work you can put into a huge build and stay the course. Oh, finally, the last of the cobblestone stairs are being placed. Fantastic. Alright, now I'm gonna empty my inventory and go all the way to my supply room and grab as much iron and torches as I can. And make sure there's plenty of lanterns to hang there, and then the destruction of the dirt platform will begin. Oh wait, I still need to actually do one last finishing touch for the staircases. Size and quality is king on this server. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with these hollow holes here, but I have them open because I have a plan. I'm actually trying to think of what to do with those. That's what I like most of all about my builds, is that I start them not knowing how I'm going to build them. But it just comes to me as I start building. Alright, just needed to see. Hello. How you doing, Tina? You having a good day? Just working on my Minecraft build. Now I'm adding the details because I just finished the underbelly of the bridge. I need to know exactly where the struts of the bridge are so I can place the lanterns correctly. Hey, how's it going, Tina? You having a great day? I mean, like, just working hard on this. This is just my YouTube channel. What do you think, Tina? Let me just show you for a second. Wait 1 second. Like, 11 months of work on this server. 11 months. I started this in December of 2019, and it's just been growing. Yeah. It's a huge. This bridge has taken me a full month to the concept and build, and I'm very close to finishing it. I love building big builds, and it gives something for my audience to enjoy. What do you think? Hey Pen, how's it going? Have you gotten your PS5 or did you pre-order one? I mean, I still don't have mine yet. I'm still waiting. Yeah. Right now, this is the longest bridge I've ever constructed, and Pen, what do you think? It's close to completion. Right now, just taking this away so I can add the details. It's Tina, I'm just going to explain the series. The series is building everything huge on a limited budget, and the idea is no create mode, no cheats, no nothing. I'm playing it. I'm building everything. Building everything in survival where you have to actually earn everything, and I thought that would be entertaining for people to watch. And this is how I do everything. And this series, today's Sunday stream, is the first time I streamed fully awake since I started work at the Haunt in Grand Rapids. So now that I'm essentially free from the Haunt, I'm able to actually work on this. Like, too much gray, so I'm trying to correct it. Should I use spruce steps for these parts instead of oak planks. Hey Pen, what do you think? Should I use spruce or oak? This is oak. This is cobble. So, and there's actually no gravity for all this. If there was gravity in this game, this bridge would have collapsed already. But I like creating that sense of reality attached to every building I build. So this thing is going to be all right. You decided oak like this. Like that. Like, I'm willing to take suggestions. Like, this is 11. This game is very. At first, when I first started playing this, I thought this game was very limited in what you could do, but actually, it has more depth. There are actually people in colleges using this game to practice practice when it comes to being an architect or something. I'm using a dirt platform so I can actually work here. Nice. So, Tina, how have you been? How's the weather been for you? Just right now, it's just really. It's been really nice lately. It's just I'm trying to make sure I'm getting content on my channel now. To make sure I have more content for my channel, I pre-ordered the PS5, and I'm waiting patiently for it, and don't know exactly when they're going to be delivering it, but I'm going to try and do an unboxing for it when I do get it, because unboxing videos are always popular. Just gonna hope it arrives intact, because this will be the first console I've ever had shipped to me. And at least it'll also be the first console I've actually paid for with my own money, so it's a lot on the line. This is gonna look nice. I have to go get iron and put some lanterns up. So this is well lit at night. And then I gotta start removing the dirt platform and making sure and putting some pillars up. That way it looks like it's being supported with something. I take most of my inspiration from the Mackinac Bridge and other bridges I've seen in documentaries. Alright, thinking of adding some suspension bridge concepts to this bridge. Gotta figure out how to scale it to Minecraft. But of course, I build it I build with what works, so I figure out exactly how to make it look nice. Correct, Pen. Very correct. Experiment. If you experiment, I might do some simple tests to the right of the bridge before I apply the pillar concept I have to it. Because And if you do make a mistake in survival Minecraft, you have to tear down the entire thing. And that could take weeks. Putting the resources here is one thing. And I build mostly by myself. That way there's a challenge. Like, of course I do work on occasion in real life. It's just when I have nothing to do, I work on this. And I like talking to people while I build, so I'm happy to talk to people as they chat to me on here. I'm happy to talk to them. I gotta see if that cartoon is on YouTube. Mike Mullican and the Steam Shovel. Just removing the cobblestone I want removed before I place the staircases there. That way, one less job. When you build a huge structure like this, it makes for good quality programming because of how long it takes to build. Like some people I've seen on YouTube will actually just do create mode where everything's handed to you. You don't have to work for it. You don't have to go mining for it. And it just, I just don't understand. I mean, when it's too easy, when it becomes too easy, I just want to give up. If there's a challenge involved, it makes me want to keep going until it's finished. Nothing in life is easy. So I applied that concept to my building style in Minecraft. Once you place the stone, you need to use a pickaxe to remove it. Like, I'm just explaining this to those who are not, who don't actually play this game. Like, you use pickaxes to remove stone. You use axes to remove wood. Just like, and I mean, also I like applying to what I'm working to an actual economy. Like, for example, if I were to build this bridge in real life, I don't know how much it would cost, but like every single block in this game is actually 1 meter, is actually measured in meters. So 1 block is 1 meter. So that's 3 feet per block. 3 feet per block because the meter is actually just 3 feet. So as far as I can tell, like if this is 600 blocks long, do the math. That's times that by 3 feet. That's how long the bridge is. 600 to 700 blocks long. And 19 blocks wide. 19 blocks times 3. That'll be. I mean, we got, 30, and actually 57 feet wide is how wide the bridge is. I've always been able to do math in my head, as long as it's simple and it's not algebra. And we got 57 feet wide, and we got almost 600 to 700 blocks long, which is by 3 feet. That's 2100 blocks long. I mean, 2,100 feet long. Just shy of half a mile. Like, since this game is infinite terrain, where I can go 1,000,000 blocks in one direction and still not reach the end of the world, you get to build as big as you want without worry about running out of space. So, due to that, I know I can never run out of resources in this game. I just have to go get it. Okay, how close are we to the other side of the bridge? You see, you go. I'm going by two because I gotta make sure I know exactly where the struts are. Like every single part of the bridge has these right here. Blocks that go all the way up to the top of the bridge. Structural spine of the bridge. And I want to make sure it's like that, so I know exactly where to place the the lanterns. Like, I like even builds. They have to be even. Consistency is important. I have to collect everything. Nothing goes to waste in this game. In my game, usually I've seen some players. December 27th of 2019 is when I started the server, and I've been working on this bridge since the beginning of since halfway through September. Actually, I had a power outage in my house, and less than a week of work was lost due to a data corruption. And thank goodness I had a backup file. Otherwise, I would have had to start the entire server from scratch. It's 11 months of work, and 11 months of work on this server. Do you want me to show you around? Because this is not the workshop district. This is just a bridge that's coming from the workshop district. Alright, I might as well show you, because you're curious. I'm still working on it. It's still under construction. It's far from complete. And I take my time with my builds. I sort of made it clear that I don't like rushing my builds at all. Like I've told other subscribers in the past that I don't like rushing my builds. I like taking my time. I don't like feeling forced. So I built this entire structure myself. I know it from stem to stern. And also, this is another supply building. Alright, I'm now walking all the way to the build. Let me just make it daylight first. Basically, this is how it works. You go to the bed right here, and all of a sudden it makes it daylight. Like, in create mode, you can actually control the weather and all that. Control whether it's night or day, but I'm like, I have to have limitations placed on myself, otherwise it's not fun. In create mode, I would be able to build as big and as wide and as fast as I want, but that wouldn't be fun at all. As you can see, this is where I'm going to be placing tram cars. I'm going to be placing tracks here soon. And all the wood was gathered at the tree farms over there. And I can say that this bridge has gone through at least 200 stacks of oak logs. One stack is 64 oak logs, so 200 stacks. 64 times 2 would be 108. 108, and now we go 60. I mean, now we go. I mean, all right, 108. 10,800 oak logs just for this bridge alone. And of course, when you build a big bridge like this, you need infrastructure. As you can see, all these buildings here were built for storing materials for the bridge. The bigger the bridge gets, the more resources is needed. We're inside the tree farm. These are the lanterns that will actually be underneath the bridge once I finish the last finishing touches of the details. I built all these buildings myself. This building took, this building took at least 2 to 4 weeks to finish. Because of how big it is. RDB, the Resource Duplication Building. Like, I have to build with a purpose. The building has to have a purpose, otherwise it's not worth building. And as you can see, here's the map. We are right here. Here's the bridge where we were. And the screen indicator marker right there is where we are. Like, I've actually explored every inch of this map and see where I can possibly build more projects soon. And as you can see, and Tina, this is the first bridge I built on the server. This bridge was finished in June of 2019. I actually finished it off on stream for people to watch. And I am very proud of it. Like, I had to figure out exactly how it was built. As you can see, this is how the pillars were finalized. That's what you see up there is what I'm actually trying to do at the other bridge. Except a little different. I don't like building the same build every time. So it's more like, alright, there are ice shoes in the game that will make water. They'll make ice as you're walking on water. So it's still here. I'm going to get rid of it soon. But at least I'm able to show you the bridge. And I'm very proud of this. This bridge took 2 weeks to build. 2 weeks. Half of that was just getting the resources to finish the building, the bridge itself. And most of the time, I'm actually getting all the resources myself. Alright, I'm going to show you the top of the bridge. Like, I was actually watching history documentaries while working on this. The Civil War by Ken Burns. I watched the entire thing while I was working on this. Like, I'll actually work on this for like 10 hours, and of course 10 hours is how long the Civil War documentary is. And then I go in here. Here is this is actually the first building I built in the server. Right here, but of course I actually connected it to the new building that stretched around. All of this was 2 months ago. This is 11 months ago. I built all this, and of course, when I start building in survival, the first thing I do is build an underground garden. I'm like this. The first thing I have to build in survival is a greenhouse. And I wanted it underground so it was out of sight. And that's what I did. This entire greenhouse was finished this 2 day, just in time for the stream on the 10th of January of 2020. And it's a big greenhouse. The measurements are 121 blocks long by 72 blocks wide. And I had to hollow out the entire cave just to make this room possible. What do you think? This was a lot of work here. And I worked mostly by myself, and eventually I did have one friend on here helping me, but he was busy getting me the iron I needed to finish the building on time for the first stream on the 10th of January. Like, I actually put a time limit on myself for this greenhouse. And then I go over here. Here is the machine. Without it, stone brick, which is this material right here, could not be made in the quantities I need. You see this machine? These are furnaces. This machine, there are 40 furnaces in all. 40 furnaces. This machine can smelt up to 40 times 64. So 40 times 64, 64 times, 6 times 4 is, of course, 24. And actually 240 stone are smelted a minute. To create stone brick. And 2,400 every hour. And 24,000 every 10 hours. Oh, wrong way. Like, the idea is make sure everything is done according to plan. And here's the mine itself. All this was hollowed out by me. Yeah, I needed to make sure I had the iron, the diamonds, the redstone. Redstone is basically copper electrical components to you. Electrical components. Without it, power rails are impossible. All right. I'm gonna grab some iron. You only have a certain limit on how much you can carry, so I'm just removing what I don't need. Alright, got that. Now I gotta grab some sticks. sticks are needed to make torches. And coal. Cherry bushes. I chose to be a skeleton because why not? Of course, you can customize what you look like in the game. I'm just going to keep working on that bridge until it's finished. When I run out of resources, I have to end the stream. Just so I can get back to work on actually getting resources for the next stream. But I'm also waiting for I might actually start working on PlayStation 5 games as soon as my console arrives for it. My brand new console. I'm excited about it. Hey Tina, thank you very much for dropping by, and hope to see you again on my stream sometime. You have a good day. I got all this to finish. A survival builder's work is never done. I at least had some food before I started this stream, so I can keep streaming like this for hours. Made sure to eat something before I started this stream so I don't have to worry about food. Because I've actually done streams hungry in the past, I forgot to eat. Alright, we got this. As soon as I get the lanterns in place, these torches are no longer needed. Their purpose will be fulfilled. Alright, now we need... Alright. Alright. Might as well start placing those lanterns while, just to make room in my inventory. Oops. Nice, very nice. When you have it slanted like this, I mean, the staircases give it a sense that most of the weight is being carried by the stairs. As you can see, I'm just placing these here so I know exactly where the struts are. I'm just being quiet for a little bit, just so I can think. Like, I'm trying to get as much of this finished as possible within a 4-hour time window. This is a big bridge, a big project. And the bridge is 80% completed. So I gotta make... Looks like I found a setback. I messed up. See, I love admitting when I'm wrong, because when I have to tear apart something just because I made a mistake, it allows me to learn from my mistakes so I can do better next time. You mess up once, it affects the entire structure. Alright, where is that? I need to fix it. Oops. Okay. As you can see, I'm just trying to fix a mistake. An honest mistake. I've seen some YouTubers actually edit out their mistakes. It's not... You don't have to be perfect at the game in order to be appreciated. As long as you acknowledge you make mistakes, you'll be fine. See, I messed up. Now I have to slowly and methodically fix it. I at least know what the problem is. Problem is, I rushed it, and now I have to fix it. Now I gotta see where the problem is now. Alright, I'm just gonna check the entire thing, make sure there's no other mistakes. If there is, that means I have to rework it until I figure out where the mistake originated. Yeah, 1 second. Just need to wake myself up a bit. I'm still suffering from lack of sleep. Alright, I think the issue is resolved. I fixed it. Now I can continue. Not bad. Like 10 minutes of mistake and fixing it. Now I can continue. What's good about it is I have an audience to see my mistakes and my triumphs. I love the idea of getting something wrong, so I learn from my mistake. Like some of my buildings, I made a mistake a few times in the past, and I decided it would take too long to just tear down in order to fix one issue. So I would keep it as I would actually keep the building as a sign that I need to improve myself. It's really hard for me to come up with a subject to talk about when there's nobody talking to me. But it's fine. It's fine. How many? How many staircase steps do I need to place before I reach the other side of the bridge? In order to build quality structures, I need two things: time and patience. Which is basically the same thing, but that's how it works. Hey, Recon, how's it going? You having a good day? Look at this, I'm almost done with the detailing of the underbelly of the bridge, then I have to start taking out the entire dirt platform. What I'm standing on. I am 8 blocks above the water right now. I'm finally done with my night job, so I'm able to just focus on this. Still waiting on my PS5 to arrive by either UPS or FedEx. Not exactly sure. Okay. Okay, I must have messed up somewhere, so I gotta find it. Oh, I'm excited about that. I've been very curious about the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, so I might actually get into that. I am a horror game pen. I love horror games. All right, there's a problem. One of my staircases is off by 1 block, so I have to figure out which one did I mess up on. So I have to go along the length of the bridge, find out what the problem is, and fix it. Just one staircase being off by 1 block messes up the entire build. Come on. Where is it? Yep. There's also the fact that we'll be able to buy PS4 games on the PS5 as well. It's going to be great. Still trying to figure out where that... I'm on. Where did I mess up? Oh. Now I understand there is no mistake. Let me just check and see if I got it off by 1 block on the other side then. That might be the problem. See, own up to your mistakes and make sure it's corrected. Yep. Yep, I have cobbles, but as you can see, I'm trying to change it up a bit so it's not all gray. Recon, I am almost finished with this bridge that I started in September. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just now I understand because I haven't finished. I finished this side, but now I'm gonna. across the middle. Don't worry, I'm actually going to do something different here as well. It's just I'm focusing on the bottom tier right now. Okay. That had me confused for a moment. Now I just fixed it. Okay. So Recon, how you been? How's your new world going? You told me last time you started a new world. Is that true? Or was that somebody else? There's a lot of stuff, and of course working very hard for Halloween. Trying to avoid all gray because the underbelly has to look nice. Alright, very good. Good luck with it. I started a brand new world, that way I could actually push Bedrock to its limit. Was that a smart move of me, actually starting a new build that was built 100% on Bedrock? So it's sort of a way of ensuring that quality stays up. There would have been problems if I had continued with my second server. I call it the second server mainly because I applied what I learned from the Pillared Hall server to here. Okay, very good. I have to make some more staircase. My crafting box is on the other side of the bridge. The reason why it's cobblestone right here was because I needed to know where the center of the bridge was while I was building the platform. Basically like the keel of a ship. And at some point, now that I have an idea of how where the center is, I let the torches speak for where the center is. It's a perfect job. Alright, gotta make some lanterns. More lanterns, please. And don't worry, I have like 30 stacks of iron at the base. I'm not going through my entire iron supplies. Nowadays, I only use iron for tools and also essential building materials like lanterns and rails. We got 18 stacks of diamonds in reserve. Recon, I suggest if you're still listening, I suggest you actually build yourself an RDB building. It'll be a good, with a Silk Touch and Fortune 3, I think you'll have all the resources you'll ever need. If I made this any wider, I'd have to have 2 lanterns on both sides. That way it would be even. I apply what I learned from the second server. Less gray means more quality, but still, I still miss my old server. Like if I could do the sand palace all over again, I would do it in an instant. But of course, it would only be one material, sand only. And when I start on a survival server, I go in without a plan. I let the land determine where I build. Alright, I'm going to let the audience decide. What should I put right here? We got oak stair right here, oak stair right here, and I'm going to replace the cobblestone with a different type of stair, but I just don't know what. Something that looks nice. The detailing is almost finished. Why? Almost done. Almost done with the underbelly of the bridge. Every bridge has an underbelly. Question is, will I have enough? I'm also thinking of reworking my entire greenhouse, upgrading the lighting system, now that I know how to make lanterns. As soon as I place the last lantern, I think I'm going to call it a day with today's stream. So, happy to know that I managed to make it to 2 hours, 43 minutes. Very good. Last minute touches. I'm removing the torches. They are no longer needed because we got the lanterns right there. Alright. I'm deciding whether or not I actually put some extra detail. Or just leave it as it is. Okay, guys, I think it's time to end the stream, and thank you guys very much for the entertainment I provided, as well as you guys seeing how much work I put into the server so far. I'll talk to you guys later, and God bless people, and hopefully you're watching this on a PS5, or maybe or you already have your PS5, and thus I can say this: I'm waiting for mine to come in the mail too. So, you guys all have a great day. God bless, people.